Our fourth grade students are participating in a biodiversity project. This project is going to be a long-term study. We have 43 acres of school forest, and on our mini hikes out there, the kids have been very curious about what type of wildlife we have that's present.
We are doing our research in 43 acres of trails near wetlands, fields, and forests.
Who's involved with it is fourth grade and some of the teachers, and all three of the fourth grade classes are doing it too.
So this year, during our hikes, we went out and we looked for evidence of animal sign, and we used that evidence in order to figure out where to put our cameras. Each of our three fourth grade classes has 2 cameras that they put out at their chosen locations, and they have been tracking what types of animals show up on those cameras, which has been really neat because we've found bobcats, coyote, fox, deer, feral cats, rabbits. We even had a flying squirrel once. So it's been pretty exciting for the kids to see what's there when they're not out there, and to also learn a little bit about each of those different species.
What we've done so far for our biodiversity project is number 1, we found some locations of where the animals were at, and number 2, we put cameras up and took pictures of the animals, and number 3, we put them on paper and recorded our data that we've learned from the animals.
Studying biodiversity is important because to know what animals we have around our property and how the ecosystem is doing.
We've had our cameras out for about 3 months now, and we're about ready to wrap up that phase of collecting data and start to analyze and look at what types of animals, where are those animals moving, and hopefully be able for the students to share this information as we make decisions about our property, where trails will go, where potential buildings will go. So when spring comes, we're going to be doing a little bit of mapping. We're going to be taking our iPads out and doing some GIS work so the students can collect where do we have forests, where do we have wetlands, where are our trails, and where have we seen the most animal activity, so they can kind of get a feel of how animals connect to their environment and what impact we have on that. So they really enjoyed taking ownership of that property and what's out there and protecting it and becoming stewards of the land. I'm excited about this project because this is something we can do every year, and we can kind of look at year's data and kind of see over time what impact we've had on the land. We can start to make choices about what we're going to do with the land. The kids get to make choices about what we're going to do with the land. Really kind of gives them that ownership and that voice in a piece of land.
One of my favorite parts about working on this project is that we know more about the way the ecosystem works.
I liked about this project the most is that we have to record our data because we learn so much about other animals and what they've done on camera to record our data that we've learned from all the animals, and